What is up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk more about the Nomad part of Dividend Nomad. So I am going to share one portfolio with you guys, a smaller portfolio, because it has a very specific purpose and it has something to do with the Nomad part of Dividend Nomad. So I'm going to share that with you guys today's video, and we're going to chat a little bit about being a Dividend Nomad and what that entails for me anyway. So first of all, I've been living here in China for 16 years. I've been living in Asia for almost 20 years. Okay, I'm 44 years old. I'll be 45 this year. So pretty much half my life, I've been living here in Asia. Now, when I first moved here, I didn't have any money, and I was just working a normal job, making very little money. But I learned something. I learned about geographical arbitrage. And that's basically, living in a cheap place, living where it's cheap, cost of living is low. That gives you a huge margin. The money you're bringing in compared to the cost of living is very big. So I had a lot of extra money to invest into businesses and invest in myself and things like that. And that's one of the things that made it very easy and convenient to start building wealth pretty fast. And so one of the things I'm going to share with you guys today is a small portfolio because, like I said, it has a specific purpose. So let me get up to the phone and share it with you, and then we'll talk about the purpose of this portfolio. So let's go in here. 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, this is a small portfolio. This ain't my regular portfolio. This is in Webull. I'll refresh it. So you can see right now the value of this is $5,620. Very small portfolio, but it serves a big purpose. So you can see here, it only has one position, and that is SGOV. It just pays a dividend every month. It's like 4%. The price doesn't move. It's like $100, like usually like $100 and like 30 cents or something, and goes up to like $100.70. Pays the dividend out, comes back down to $100.30 and creeps back up. Just does that every month. Now, this position, if you look at it, you can see it's only got 40 shares. That's $4,000 worth that's in here. So the reason why I have this, here where I live, I pay $200 per month to live here. Now, for me, I just pay that yearly up front. Every June or July, I pay for an entire year's worth of rent, which is about $2,400. So you can see here in SGOV, I have $4,000, almost 2 years worth of rent. Now, I also have a little bit of cash here, $1,500 in cash. So basically, we're getting close to time for my rent. This is March, right? In June, I'll pay my rent for the whole year. I'll pull it out of SGOV, pay for a whole year up front of rent. Then the money that's left over in this cash position, I will basically use this money. I've been trading recently, like day trading, but just taking small trades, earning a little bit of income. But after I pull that year's worth of rent out, if I don't have a year's worth left, the income I make, I'll put it back into SGOV until I have another year's worth of rent there. And that's basically how I pay my rent for an entire year out of this small $5,000 portfolio. And then now I have other portfolios that pay me income, and I still have business, that makes money and other things also that bring in income. So all that money that I'm making outside of this, I can invest it. I can use it for other business opportunities. I can do lots of stuff with it to make more money, and I can also use it to fund my life, like buy a new phone or buy a new computer or buy any of the stuff that I want to buy and do everything I want to do. That all comes from those other portfolios, those other income streams. And this small little income stream right here pays for a whole year, a roof over my head for a whole entire year. And this is the power of geographical arbitrage. Now, I know some of you guys are more interested in a fancy luxury life. You want a big ass house and Lambos and all this and that. This isn't that life. But I will tell you, I've been living here half my life, and my life is comfortable. I live a normal middle class life. I do whatever I want to do, go where I want to go when I want to go, buy what I want to buy. But everybody's different. I'm not somebody who's interested in Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all that stuff. I don't care about that shit. But some people are. So if that's you, maybe this isn't for you. But if that's not you, if you're somebody who's interested in a more simple, stress-free life, but has freedom, this is how I do it, through geographical arbitrage and very simple investing and trading. Now, a little backstory. During the pandemic here in China, everything was locked down for like 3 years. And it's like at that time I had a business. I was running a cocktail bar. I was the owner of a cocktail bar. And during the lockdowns, the government told me I couldn't open my bar. So I had to close the bar. And basically I was doing nothing, just sitting on my butt, literally doing nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to replace this income somehow. And I have all this extra money over here. I'm going to start day trading. So I started day trading. And for the first 6 months or so, I was, losing money, but I wasn't like gambling. Okay. I was making small calculated trades, trying to learn how to trade. And I was losing money in that learning process. But I write that off as, the cost of education. Because if you're going to go study something, you got to pay money to study something. And it's the same thing with day trading. That's basically how I was paying money to day trade, was losing money. But I wasn't just throwing money away. I was really studying trading. Like I was trying different strategies, journaling all my trades so I could learn what I was doing wrong and what I was doing right. If you're just throwing money, that's not, that's not cost of education. But if you're actually learning and taking notes and learning everything that you're trying to do, then that's studying and that's learning, and that's okay to lose money while you're doing that. So anyway, after about 9 months, I started to actually make money. And then after about a year, I was becoming more confident and I was using bigger size and trading more often. And then after all the lockdowns were over, after 3 years of doing this, I decided I was going to go back to work and go back to doing business. And so I did. And I quit trading because here in Asia, the other side of the world, the time difference, I would have to stay up all night long and trade, and to stay up all day long and work and do my business and all this other stuff. So I quit trading and I got into high yield investing, hence the name, the Dividend Nomad. Investing in high yield dividends and using that money is income. And so now what I've been doing, I've been slowly getting back into day trading. It's been several years since I've done any trading, but the past few days I've been trading again, but not recklessly, just using very small size, just trying to get back in the swing of things and hone my strategies in. And also, this is a different market than we had back in the day. So all those things, are very different today than what they were a couple years ago. So I'm getting back in the swing of things. So I'm going to start making some more videos about that, possibly, if you're interested in seeing them. And if not, that's fine too. I won't make those videos. But I would love to hear from you in the comments below what type of videos you would like to see. Do you just want the portfolio updates? Do you want some other type of videos in turn more related to, being a dividend nomad, living abroad? I actually have another channel called Viewpoint Abroad with over 10,000 subscribers over there. And I talk more about other stuff like midlife, dealing with life and midlife as a man and this kind of stuff, and some stuff about living abroad over there too. So if you're interested in that, you can go check that channel out, or let me know in the comments below if you want to see some type of content related to, the financial aspect of living abroad and being a dividend nomad and trading and things like that. Love to hear your thoughts down below. Let me know what type of videos you want to see, and I'll be more than happy to make more videos for you guys. I just don't want to make videos that you don't want to watch. So if you tell me what you want, I'll try to give it to you. But some videos that I'm not interested in making really is, these ETF reviews or fund comparisons and stuff like that, because lots of people are doing those and they can do a really good job. There's no need for me to do the same video they're doing, I don't think. But if there is some particular ones that you want me to talk about, I can talk about them a little bit. That's okay, not a big deal. But other guys are doing that pretty well, so I just don't see the point. But if you want it, I can try to do it for you. So anyway, that's really all I got for you guys today. Saturday, I'll hit you guys with a portfolio update of my larger portfolio. And if you want to know how I invest for retirement, the link to that is down below. Also, I'll have a different thing where I talk about retirement and IRA, 401k investing. So look forward to seeing you guys next time, man. Y'all take care. I'm going to go get a bite to eat. I'm hungry. So I'll see y'all next time.